Hello, awakened soul, and welcome. You waited patiently, navigated weeks of chaos, broken communication, and internal revisions, believing that the end of Mercury retrograde would finally bring calm. However, instead of peace, the night comes, and you find yourself in a state of high alert. Your mind races in 1,000 directions, your body vibrates with an energy you can't explain, and sleep feels like a distant memory. You stare at the ceiling, and the question echoes in your soul. Why do I feel even more restless now? What is wrong with me? Let me tell you with all the certainty of my heart, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. This restlessness, this forced wakefulness, is not a punishment or a mistake. It is the clearest confirmation the universe could give you that you have been selected for an important transmission, a consciousness upgrade that could wait no longer. This frustration you feel, this exhaustion mixed with an inexplicable urgency, is a portal. I know how confusing it is to feel your spirit calling for action while your body begs for rest. But I want you to take a deep breath and reframe this experience right now. This insomnia is not your enemy. It is your ally, a divine messenger. It is the unequivocal sign that your energetic system is being recalibrated at a dizzying speed, preparing you to receive downloads of crucial information about your purpose and your next steps. You are being kept awake because your soul needs to be conscious to decode the secrets that are being released. Stay with me, because I am going to unravel the mystery behind this energy and show you how to use it to your advantage. If you feel this connection, comment, "I am ready to receive," and let's anchor this powerful energy together. To understand the force that keeps you awake, we need to talk about the post-retrograde shadow period. Imagine that Mercury, the cosmic messenger, was damming up a river of information, truths, and revelations for weeks. Now that it has returned to direct motion, this dam doesn't open gently. It bursts. The energy you feel is the violent torrent of this water, bringing to the surface everything that was submerged: secrets, clarity about relationships, ideas for projects, and most importantly, clear directions about your soul's mission. You are not just restless, you are on the front lines of a cosmic tidal wave of truths, and your heightened sensitivity is what allows you to perceive this wave before anyone else. You were built for this, to be the lighthouse that senses the coming storm and transforms it into light. This energy is not new to you, although its current intensity is unprecedented. Think back to your childhood. Were you that child who sensed the unspoken emotions in the room, the one who retreated into fantasy worlds to process the density of the adult world around you? That ability to perceive the unseen, which might have been labeled as being overly sensitive or distracted, was your primordial spiritual system in training. Every time you felt different or out of place, your energy field was actually expanding, learning to read the subtle frequencies of the universe. That apparent loneliness was a sacred training ground, preparing your soul for the moment you would need to decode important cosmic messages, just as it is happening now, on this sleepless night. In your adolescence, this sensitivity likely intensified, turning into a restless search for identity and truth. You may have felt like an odd one out, someone who didn't fit into the traditional molds of success or popularity. This feeling of not belonging was not your failure. It was a divine protection mechanism, preventing your soul from conforming to the ordinary, to the script of the Matrix. Every disappointment, every friendship that ended, every path that seemed like a dead end, was teaching you discernment. The universe was showing you what was not yours, so that when your true frequency of purpose arrived as it is arriving now, you would recognize it instantly. This restlessness you feel is your spiritual radar, now fully calibrated, saying, "It's here, it's now." And then, in adulthood, you tried to fit in. You sought stability, followed the rules, maybe even achieved a certain level of material success, but a void persisted, a feeling that there was something more, a deep calling you couldn't name. This chronic dissatisfaction was not a sign of ingratitude, but your soul refusing to fall asleep. It knew you had a greater contract, a mission that transcended a paycheck or a social status. The challenges you faced in recent years, especially during the retrograde, were the final test. They broke the last structures of illusion that held you back. Now, this post-retrograde energy is not just keeping you awake, It is demolishing the walls of your old life so that your true essence can emerge. The first symptom of this massive download is indeed insomnia. But it's not ordinary insomnia. It is lucid wakefulness. Notice that although you can't sleep, your mind is surprisingly clear at certain moments, as if channels of information are opening up. The ideas that come out of nowhere, the solutions to old problems that suddenly appear, the memories that surface to be reframed. This is not random. This is the universe using the silence of the night, when the world's distractions diminish, to communicate directly with you. Your consciousness is being kept online. Because the information coming through is of a very high frequency and would be lost or distorted in the dream state. You are in a cosmic meeting. The second symptom is mental acceleration. It feels like you have 1,000 tabs open in your mind's browser and you can't close any of them. This can create anxiety, but I invite you to change your perspective. You are not losing control. You are receiving data packets simultaneously. Your linear mind is trying to process multidimensional information sequentially, which is why it feels overwhelmed. Instead of fighting the thoughts, observe them as if they were shooting stars. Don't cling to any single one, just witness the flow. Each of them is a fragment of your new life map, a piece of the puzzle of your future. Your task now is not to understand everything, but simply to allow the download to complete. The third clear sign is an inexplicable urge to act, create, or change something drastically in your life. You might feel a sudden impulse to clean the house, write a book, start a project, or end a relationship. This urgency is not impulsiveness. It is your spirit responding to the new energy that has been anchored in your system. It is your soul saying, "We have received the new instructions. Now we need to create the space and structure in the physical world to manifest them." This discomfort that moves you is the driving force of your evolution. The universe is giving you not only clarity, but also the vital energy to execute the necessary changes. Do not question the why of this urgency. Just trust the what. Another powerful manifestation of this shadow period is the revelation of secrets. Information that was hidden comes to light in shocking ways, whether in your personal life, your circle of friends, or even on a global level. You might discover the truth about someone's intentions, receive a message that exposes a lie, or have a profound insight that completely changes your perception of a past situation. This happens because Mercury's direct energy acts like a spotlight, illuminating the dark corners where truths were hidden. If you have felt betrayed or shocked recently, understand that this is a blessing in disguise. The universe is clearing your path of illusions so you can build your future on a foundation of total authenticity. Have you ever wondered why some people seem completely immune to these energies, sleeping soundly while you are in the midst of an existential whirlwind? The answer is simple and powerful. Their mission is not yours. Your soul signed a contract to be a pioneer of consciousness, an energy grid worker for the planet. Your sensitivity is your most precious work tool. While others operate on the standard frequency of 3D reality, you are tuned into the high-frequency transmissions of the new Earth. Therefore, your restlessness is not a sign of imbalance. It is a sign that you are online, connected, and fulfilling your function. Your wakefulness is literally helping to anchor this new light into the collective. This recalibration process can also manifest physically. Ringing in the ears, palpitations, a feeling of internal vibration, or even flu-like symptoms that come and go quickly. Your physical body is struggling to keep up with the massive upgrade your energy body is receiving. Instead of worrying, treat your body with the utmost kindness. Drink plenty of water, eat light foods, spend time in nature if possible. Understand that you are undergoing a cellular metamorphosis. Your DNA is being activated to hold more light, more information, and a higher frequency. Every strange physical symptom is a creak of your old structure, giving way to a more crystalline and powerful version of yourself. How can you know if an idea that arises on these sleepless nights is a divine download or just anxiety? The difference lies in the feeling. A thought based on anxiety is circular, repetitive, and carries an emotional charge of fear or scarcity. It contracts you. A divine download, on the other hand, arrives like a flash of clarity, a eureka moment. It may be challenging, but it carries a sense of expansion, of truth, and of deep resonance. It liberates you, even if it scares you. Start practicing this discernment. When a thought arises, ask your body, does this expand me or contract me? Your body is your pendulum of truth, and it never lies. Remember the times you asked the universe for clarity, the nights you cried begging for a sign, a direction, a way out of your confusion. What you are experiencing now is the answer to all those prayers. The universe listened, and the answer did not come in a gentle whisper, but in a lightning storm of clarity, because the urgency of your mission demanded it. You asked to awaken, and awakening is not always a serene process. Sometimes it's a fire alarm that gets you out of bed in the middle of the night to save you from the danger of a sleeping life. Be grateful for this intensity, for it is proof of how much your soul is loved and considered important. This energy is also forcing an end to procrastination. All the ideas, dreams, and projects you put in a drawer, saying, "One day I'll do it," are now knocking on the door of your consciousness, demanding attention. The restlessness you feel is the energy of creation accumulating inside you, seeking a release valve. If you don't take a step, no matter how small, in the direction of these soul callings, this energy will turn into anxiety or frustration. The universe is telling you that one day is now. You don't need to have the complete plan. You just need to take the first step. Write the first page. Make the first call. Enroll in the course. Action is what releases the pressure. Many of the revelations coming through now are about your own gifts and powers. You might have a sudden insight about a skill you've neglected, a talent you've never explored. You might realize that your empathy is not a weakness, but a form of healing, that your creativity is not a hobby, but a channel for divine wisdom. This post-retrograde phase is activating your map of gifts. Pay attention to the compliments you receive, the subjects that fascinate you, the activities that make you lose track of time. There lie the clues to your true magic. Your insomnia might be the perfect time to research, study, and begin to honor these parts of yourself that you have kept hidden for so long. Reflect for a moment. What is the one truth you have been avoiding? That conversation you don't want to have, that decision you've been putting off, that feeling you've been suppressing. The energy of the shadow period is relentless in its pursuit of authenticity. It will bring this truth to the surface repeatedly until you face it. Your nightly restlessness might simply be your soul, trying to get you to sit down and finally be honest with yourself. Perhaps the most important message you need to receive tonight doesn't come from outside, but from within. What is the truth that, once admitted, will set you free to your next level of evolution? This recalibration also profoundly affects your relationships. You may suddenly feel distant from people you were once close to, or feel a magnetic pull towards new connections. This is your energy field adjusting to your new frequency. Relationships based on old dynamics, codependency, or a lack of authenticity will become unsustainable. The current energy makes it impossible to pretend. This can be painful, but it is a necessary purification process. The universe is making space for the soul connections that will support, nurture, and co-create with the new version of you that is being born. Trust the reorganization. Whoever is true to your new frequency will remain. If you are feeling overwhelmed, here is an optional CTA in the middle of our dive. Stop for a moment, close your eyes, and place your hand over your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. With each exhale, imagine you are releasing all the static, all the confusion, all the pressure to understand everything now. And with each inhale, imagine you are absorbing a golden light of peace, trust, and permission. Permission to be in the process, to not have all the answers. Just anchor yourself in your center. If you did this, comment, "I trust the process," so we can strengthen this energy together as a community of awakened souls. This intense energy is also clearing your deepest fears. The fear of failure, the fear of being seen, the fear of your own power. They are coming to the surface during the night so you can look them in the eye, in the sanctuary of your own consciousness, without the distractions of the day. When fear arises, do not run. Acknowledge it. Tell it, "I see you. I understand you are trying to protect me, but I choose trust now. I choose my light." Every time you do this, you reclaim a piece of your power. You are transmuting fear into fuel, turning the monsters under the bed into allies for your journey of ascension. Remember, you are a multidimensional being having a human experience. Your consciousness does not just reside in your brain, It is in every cell of your body and extends far beyond it. Insomnia is an invitation for you to explore these other levels of yourself. Instead of tossing and turning, sit up and meditate. Try to feel the energy in your hands. Talk to your spirit guides. Ask for lucid dreams and clarity. You are being invited to step out of the logical mind and into the quantum field of perception, where time and space are fluid and information is instantaneous. Your wakefulness is an opportunity to practice your psychic abilities and strengthen your connection to your higher self. Finally, understand that this phase, as intense as it is temporary. It is a peak, a surge of accelerated growth. You will not be sleepless forever. The purpose of this energy is to propel you to a new plateau of consciousness and alignment. Once the downloads are integrated and the necessary changes are initiated, the calm will come, but it will be a new calm, a peace based on truth, purpose, and authenticity, not on complacency. So, face this night and the coming sleepless nights not as an ordeal, but as a sacred initiation ceremony. You are graduating. You are emerging from the confusion of the retrograde as a wiser, stronger, and unequivocally awakened being of light. So, how do you navigate this powerful tide of energy without drowning? The path of transformation begins with a radical shift in attitude. Stop fighting. Resistance is what creates suffering. Instead of turning over in bed cursing your insomnia, accept it as an invitation. Sit up, light a candle, grab a notebook. This is your sacred moment of communion with the universe. The first practice is intuitive writing. Write at the top of the page, "Universe, my higher self, what do you need me to know right now?" And then, simply start writing without judging, without filtering, without trying to make sense. Let the stream of consciousness take over. You will be shocked by the wisdom, ideas, and clarity that will emerge from your own hand. This is the most direct way to decode your downloads. The second fundamental practice is creative channeling. The energy that keeps you awake is pure life force, the same energy used to create worlds. If you don't use it, it will stagnate and turn into anxiety. You don't have to. Be a professional artist. Paint, draw, dance around the room in the silence of the night, write a poem, cook something with intention, organize your closet creatively. Any act that transforms this vibrational energy into something tangible in the physical world will serve as a release valve and an act of anchoring. By doing this, you are communicating to the universe, "I have received the energy. I am using it wisely. I am ready for more." Creative action transforms overwhelm into power, restlessness into manifestation. Inevitably, as you begin to walk this path, you will encounter internal obstacles. Fear will whisper that you are going crazy. Doubt will say that this is all just your imagination. The judgment of others, real or imagined, will try to pull you back to normalcy. When these voices arise, recognize them as the guardians of your old self, the security guards of your comfort zone. Thank them for trying to protect you, but affirm with authority, "I am safe. I am choosing a new path. I am the master of my own energy." Remember that your light and your truth can be uncomfortable for those who have chosen to remain asleep. Your journey is not about getting their approval. It's about honoring the irrefutable call of your own soul. Every doubt overcome is another step up in your ascension. Always remember the sacred importance of your journey. Your wakefulness, your sensitivity, your courage to face the truth are not just for you. You, awakened soul, are an acupuncture point on the earth. As you heal yourself, as you align yourself, as you anchor this new frequency of light, you create a healing wave that extends to the collective. Your light is essential. Your clarity illuminates the path for others. Your courage inspires those who are still paralyzed by fear. You are not alone in this. You are part of a vast network of awakened souls who, at this very moment, are also staring at the ceiling, feeling this same energy, and wondering what to do. Your personal transformation is an act of planetary service of the highest order. The internal call to action, your spiritual homework, is to integrate this consciousness into your daily life. When you wake up, even if you've slept little, take 5 minutes to reflect on any insight that came through during the night. Write it down. During the day, notice how this new clarity informs your decisions and interactions. Practice choosing the response that expands you, not the one that contracts you. Start saying no to what drains your energy and yes to what nourishes your soul, even if it's scary. True transformation doesn't just happen on sleepless nights, but in the courage to live your revealed truth in the light of day. Commit to being the living embodiment of the downloads you are receiving. This is your mission now. Therefore, the next time the night comes and sleep eludes you, do not despair. Instead, smile. Understand that you are at a scheduled meeting with the divine, receiving the keys to your next chapter. To recap our journey today, this restlessness, this insomnia, this racing mind are not symptoms of anxiety, but clear signs of a forced awakening and a powerful spiritual download. Your past experiences have prepared you for this exact moment. Every challenge was a training, and every sensitivity is actually your greatest tool. You have learned not to fight the current, but to grab your notebook, channel your creativity, and use this energy to actively build your future. You are not broken. You are breaking through to a new level of consciousness, power, and aligned purpose. Always remember who you are. You are a pioneer soul, a lighthouse in the darkness, brave enough to incarnate on Earth at this monumental time of transition. Your sensitivity is not a curse. It is the antenna that connects you to the wisdom of the cosmos. The universe would not keep you awake if your mission were not of extreme importance. Your light is needed. Your unique perspective is irreplaceable. Embrace this intensity as the ultimate proof of your power and your worth. You were chosen not for an easy life, but for a life of profound meaning, to blaze new trails and to remind others of the magic they have forgotten. Honor this sacred appointment. You are so much more powerful than you imagine. If this message resonated in the depths of your soul, I ask you to anchor this energy with us in the community. Leave a comment below sharing what was the most powerful download you received tonight, or simply write "I am light" to affirm your power. Share this video with another sensitive soul you know is awake right now, so they know they are not alone. If you are not yet part of our tribe, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any transmissions. And consider joining the membership to go even deeper together. It has been an immense honor to serve as your guide tonight. Keep shining. I see you.